town in Massachusetts has one. The members on the council are all volunteers. They are appointed by Mayor Coogan for Fall River. We actually have one representative here today if you want to talk to her, especially for all the local artists here. So basically, this is an annual grant program that runs every single year. Our grant cycle opens on September 1st, which is very, very soon. So please, keep up with us on when our grant cycle opens. Some of the grants that we actually issue are very broad. They're very, there's a broad range. So we want to make sure that we're not excluding anybody. So these grants can go to individual artists, organizations, whether you are a 501c3 or not, a religious organization, so long as you are not, trying to influence your particular religion. Some in the past, for like the last fiscal cycle, we actually issued some of our grants to the Fall River Public Schools for field trips, community events, public art. I actually see some of our grantees in the room today, which is really awesome. And I'm not going to take up too much time, but you can find all of our additional information and our program guidelines on our website, or you can contact me directly. I'm here, I'm available, not 24/7, but from 9 to 5. But yeah, please, come up to me afterwards or now. Just feel free to ask questions. My supervisor is here. She can also answer a lot more detailed questions that I cannot right now. But yeah, I'll let whoever else take it away. I'm not sure how you want to do this.
Hi folks, I'm Sara Glidden. Like I said, I work with our organizational support grant programs, and this is a particularly exciting time to do that because, and my friend Dan here is nodding his head because he's sharing the fun and the challenge that I'm working with. So we've got basically a one-time giant opportunity. Funds that have come to the Mass Cultural Council through the legislature, funded by the American Rescue Plan Act that was passed about 2 years ago almost. And this is putting $60 million into the cultural sector. And you're thinking, $60 million, that sounds pretty good. So it's split into two programs, grants for organizations and grants for individuals. And the Grants for Organizations program launched, we hope now. We were having a little technical trouble with the application earlier today, but we expect that by now it's probably up and running. If not by now, it should be up and my colleague.
Do that too.
If not now, tomorrow. So these are unrestricted operating support grants for cultural organizations. We've defined cultural organizations really broadly. We are funding nonprofits. We're funding cultural programs of municipalities. So things like the cultural districts and local cultural councils, if you do your own programming, they can apply for support. We have worked very hard to make sure that this application is one of the least challenging applications you'll ever do. For the most part, you're going to take a tax statement, you're going to say, oh, there's a number on line 5, I'm going to plug that number in here. So we're really working to make this as painless as possible. We are doing webinars this week, Wednesday morning at 11, Thursday evening at 6, because we know middle of the day it doesn't work for a lot of folks who are working in the arts sector and doing lots of things. You can go to the Mass Cultural Council website. Across the top you're going to see artists, communities, you'll see organizations, and if you click on organizations, that'll give you all the programs, the very first of which is this one. So we look forward to seeing you at a webinar. Well, we won't see you because it's a webinar. But we're also doing office hours for you to drop in and ask questions about your particular organization. We're even doing half-hour one-on-one sessions if you're looking for support in filling out your application. So what we want is for you to apply, because if you don't apply, we can't give you any money. So everything we can do to support you in the process is what we're going to do. Application deadline is September 28th at 11:59 p.m. At that point, your computer is going to turn into a pumpkin and you can't apply. So We look forward to seeing you in the applicant pool. That's what we're doing to start this fiscal year. A little bit later in the year, some of you have been funded through our projects grants or festivals grants programs. Those two programs are merging this year. That's going to launch October 25th. And that'll be for public programming grants. Again, very broad eligibility with an application deadline on your page, December 15th. And both of these, we expect to be able to tell you whether or not you got funded and how much. Well, in the projects and festivals grants, it's a $2,500 grant. In the pandemic, the cultural sector recovery grants start at $5,000 and go up to $75,000. So we will be reaching out to you to tell you the results of the application process in January, and then working very quickly to put money in your organizations after that. So our website, our webinars, me sitting here, happy to answer your questions, and really look forward to being a little piece of your success. So thank you.
And Sarah, the program went public 1 hour and 5 minutes ago.
Yes.
Right.